All right, y'all. Um, we are back at it again with another episode of Love the Game. Before we start, we just want to thank everybody for continuously supporting us, reaching out to us. I literally this weekend I was out in Jersey. I saw somebody that I knew and they were saying like, "Yo, I've been seeing y'all on TikTok going crazy. I've been liking everything." So big shout out to my guy Doss. I see you, my boy. Um, but yeah, really thankful for everybody showing support. Cole, you got anything you want to say?
Nah, no doubt. That's cool that your friend was even saying that. I love when people bring it up to me to be saying like they saw the clip, they agree with what I said and stuff like that.
Yeah. So today we got a good episode. Um, we're actually going to introduce our first segment, and we'll also talk about the WNBA. With that being said, my name's Ray,
I'm Marco.
and yeah, welcome to Love the Game, our 15th episode, excuse me. So. I wanted to do this segment. We talked about it a little bit. One of our people that associate with the game sent me an interesting video about uh former Sixer. And so I wanted to talk to you about our first segment. First off, the Do You Remember segment. Marco, do you remember the 2015 to 2016 Sixers? And do you have like any notable memories about it? Because I actually have a really interesting slash like funny memory.
This is actually funny that you chose this team specifically because this is the first year I like truly was engaged in basketball. Like I've been watching
Back.
basketball since I can remember, like through Sports Center and all that. But this team, this was Jaleel Okafor's rookie year. I remember I watched the draft with my cousin where we took him. And I was like, oh, like we got some like cool young talent on this team. Like maybe this is the year I like truly lock in. I'd probably watch like over 70 games of this team this year. So just top of my head, like when you had brought this segment up to me, one guy that I like always liked on that team who I didn't think got enough love was Isaiah Cannon. I really
Oh,
thought that like the 3 point volume was kind of ahead of his time. And like funny
facts,
enough,
facts.
I always felt as though he was a guy that like in the seasons after this would have been like a valuable member to the team. Because I got it pulled up. He shot 6.3 threes per game. And for those of you that didn't watch the Sixers like that, which I'm sure is most people who weren't diehard
God,
Sixers fans at
oh
this point,
God, oh
he only
God.
played like 25 minutes a game. So that's a lot of threes for
That's
somebody
pretty
that's
crazy.
not playing that much.
Yeah, yeah, man. I remember like growing up, Isaiah Cannon was a name that I remember a lot, man, because it was. I feel like just growing up in that process era, we'll kind of dub it the process era.
Hmm.
Because it's kind of like for those who aren't Sixers fans, it's like a multiple type of John. So like I remember I remember my first time becoming a fan was through like MCW. Having his like famous quadruple double um against the Heat, arguably the best rookie debut of all time. Um, and then I remember a year later, bro, my mom not knowing anything about basketball telling me that he got traded, and it broke my heart. Cause she was
With
like,
like KJ McDaniels the same day too, right?
bro, yeah,
He
bro.
was
Like,
fun.
and the thing is, bro, like when she said it, it wasn't like, oh, the Sixers traded Michael Carter Williams. It was, oh yeah, the Sixers, cause my dad is also a fan. He's like, yeah, your dad wanted me to tell you that the Sixers traded somebody. And I was like, oh, okay, like, whatever. Going about my day. And I had to really think like, wait. If they're saying that they traded somebody, it's not somebody good, is it? Like, and then I had the whole like panic attack, like of oh my God, they didn't do what they did, and I found out. So that was my introduction to the Sixers, realizing that we would get okey doked a lot, but I still love them deeply. Um, yeah, like a couple guys I remember who I really loved. My man, he sent me KJ McDaniels. I remember he was like just a high flying, high intensity player. And it really pained me to see that in Houston he became like I remember he became synonymous with like foul baiting Andre Drummond. Do you remember that, bro?
No, I don't. But it
Bro,
was
it was
funny
like
the way you told that story, bro. Because I didn't have a phone when they got traded. So I remember I went to basketball practice and my team was like, "Bro, did you see who got traded?" I was like, "Wait, what?" Because I knew the players. I wasn't watching all the games, but I knew the
yeah,
players.
yeah.
Like, damn, he just won Rookie of the Year. Like that's
Bro,
crazy, bro.
dude, bro, I was hurt that day, bro. I was hurt, man. But somehow, some way, we're still here. Like through it all, bro. Through all the madness, all the ups and downs, we're here.
Yeah, that one ended up not biting us in the ass like I thought it would when I was a little
For
kid.
real
So
though, for real
yeah.
though,
The
man.
Drew Holiday one they got us though, because he's still a productive
Yeah,
player in the league, and
yeah, I
that was
agree,
like the first Sixers merch I owned was a Drew Holiday player tee. I went to the game. They played
bro,
the Blazers back in 2013. My
bro.
dad bought me the shirt.
Man, shout out Drew Holiday, man. Even though I feel like people aren't gonna remember him as a Sixer, I remember him as a Sixer. So like,
That was
shout
like
out
the
Drew
first
Holiday,
star that
bro.
I remember like watching on the team because Iverson was a little bit before our time. Like when he was, I remember him being on the Sixers at the end, but he wasn't like Allen Iverson though. He was kind of like old star, like
Yeah,
feel me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, I
Drew
do.
Holiday, I remember him like making the All Star game.
Yeah, bro, I remember that too, cause like we were all bro, we celebrated like that was like, oh my God, like something actually happened when he made the All-Star game. Like the Sixers actually got somebody tough now. So like, bruh, man, what a time, bro. What a time, man. So yeah. We're gonna continue doing some more Do You Remembers. If y'all have any suggestions, y'all have any memories that y'all want to unlock in our brains, man, please comment below, man. We're looking at everything. So yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out the old Sixers, man. Yeah, man, we love the game wouldn't be a thing without them, for real. So with that being said, bro, you ready to talk about the playoffs, bro?
Yeah, I got my bracket. I just want to
Yes,
say
sir.
I made this before the first game. So like I do
Me
have
too. Me
one where it
too.
didn't go my way, game one of the playoffs. But like
Okay.
I didn't
Okay.
want anybody watching to be like, oh my God, they waited a game or whatever. But I cause I made
Yeah.
mine before.
Minnesota Lynx versus Golden State Valkyries. Who you got, bro?
This one was pretty easy for me. I think it's gonna be the Lynx. I didn't put down game predictions, but I could see this one pretty easily being a sweep. I know they're up 1-9 right now. But I think the Lynx take care of this one pretty fast. What
Yeah.
about you?
Um, yeah, to me, I like we've already talked about the Lynx and like just basically how unbeatable they look. So I honestly I had the Lynx easily beating the Valkyries in 2 games. Um, Nafisa Collier, I feel like she's been playing at a high level. She's a great defender, great shooter. So yeah, I honestly I feel like she's gonna be the key to the Lynx continuing to push towards a championship run. And right now I still don't see a lot of other teams beating the Lynx, but with this series it might be a little different. But still, like also because like the Valkyries, I like the Valkyries. I just feel like they're too young right now.
Mhm.
That's just how I view that's how I view basketball, excuse me. If you have more experience, I feel like that tends to weigh in playoff games. So yeah, I got the Lynx winning.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't think the offense is there for them. They're a really, really elite defensive team, the Valkyries, but I just don't think their offense could keep up with the Lynx right now.
Yeah. So next matchup, the Mercury and the Liberty. Who you got?
Um, I know the Liberty won game one. This was why I wanted to preface it. I had the Liberty winning even before that game. I
Yeah, yeah.
think that they're just the better team, even though they're the lower seed. I know that the seed is like a 4 or 5 matchup, so they're like like almost interchangeable. But I still got the Liberty. I think they're the better team. They're coming off the championship last year. I do think this goes the full 3 games. Because I don't think that they're a dramatically better team.
Yeah.
Um, but I do have the Liberty winning, and I did have them winning even before I watched the first game. What about you?
Yeah, so also I did want to talk to you about Brianna Stewart's injury because she has like a knee injury. She's kind of uncertain for game 2, which I think could play a role. I actually had the Mercury beating the Liberty 2-1. Um, I felt like it was mainly because the Mercury they've beaten New York more times in the season than New York has beaten Phoenix, excuse me. Um I know I don't want to count out the champs, but I feel like when the Mercury have played uh, the Liberty, excuse me, they've done a great job at limiting Breonna Stewart's productivity, specifically from like a point perspective, and they also try to neutralize. I think this is their one of their most recent games. They try to neutralize Cloud and Ionescu. So like I feel like they definitely know how to defend the Liberty. They know how to play against them. It's just I feel like because they have championship experience, you never want to count them out. I will say though, 3-1 against the Liberty, it does feel really convincing for my point of view. I feel like Alyssa Thomas is like very valuable in how they can win that game because she's very versatile. But I understand why a lot of people will choose the Liberty. Hopefully, Brianna Stewart can get healthy enough to play in game two. Uh, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's going on. I don't know if you have any opinions on her injury, but uh, yeah.
Yeah, I know that they're not too sure of the severity right now because she hasn't gotten an MRI. I was just reading off my prediction that I had before the game. I'm going to assume that she probably plays because it's the playoffs. But I guess we'll see what the MRI
Mhm.
says. I just checked again just now while you were talking. There's still no news on it. Um, so yeah, hopefully praying for her health. Want everybody to be out there as healthy as possible. It's a really true showing of what these teams are capable of.
Yeah. And it's definitely gonna be, I think, interesting to see if Stewart doesn't play, like what the Liberty's identity will be, and see if Ionescu can carry the load and potentially go on a run because I feel like this injury it doesn't seem like a casual injury. I feel like this might be kind of serious from I guess the way that they're wording it. So yeah, we'll see what's going on. Yeah. With that being said, we have the Dream against the Fever. Cole, who do you have in this?
In this one, I had the Dream winning
Mm,
pretty easily too. I think they'll probably sweep as well. I know that they're up 1-0 in the series, but even going into it, I believe that they would sweep. I think they're the better team. I really like them in the regular season. They get up a lot of threes, which is very valuable.
yeah,
Second most 3-point attempts per game in the league. And they do it fairly efficiently too, 34% from three, which is middle of the pack. It's like 7 out of the 13 teams.
yeah.
But when you're getting up that many, you'll have really good spacing to be able to do other things. So I believe that they're the better team. And I could see them making a run in these playoffs. If I had to predict a team other than the Lynx to make a run, I would think that it would probably be the Dream for me because
Hmm.
I think they're the second best team in my opinion.
I have them sweeping the Fever as well, mainly because even though the Fever are playing well, I would feel more comfortable with Caitlin Clark out on the field. I think she had a season ending injury. So I feel like even though they've been playing well, I think with a talent like Caitlin Clark, you feel more confident going into this type of series with her healthy. Um, I think another reason why Atlanta is gonna win, even though they won game one, but you have at least 5 players, excuse me, that can score 10 points. And I feel like that's very important on the professional level in the WNBA. And also Atlanta leads the league in rebounds, and is also one of the best blocking teams in the league. So their defense is very solid while they can shoot. Um, so yeah, I really think Alicia Gray, Ren Howard, they have a great situation going on in Atlanta. And yeah, I think they're gonna be able to beat the Fever fairly easily. Or last series, excuse me. The Aces against the Storm. I feel like this is gonna be a very interesting one, but I still have the Aces winning.
I do too, and I agree. I think this is actually the most interesting series to me, even though it is a 2-7.
Yeah.
I think that I also have the Aces winning, but I don't see this one being a very easy series for them, as much as you would expect a 2-7 series to be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And but I do have them winning as well. Um, is there anything else I want to say? Yeah, it's hard for me to bet against Asia Wilson. She's really the reason that I didn't pick the upset in this one because I wanted to I really wanted to pick an upset, but I just
Me
couldn't bet
too.
against
Me
Asia.
too.
I just think she's too good. I was gonna bet on her to win this series.
Like I feel like with this, like what the this season of the WNBA is teaching me is that, players, I think the differences in leagues is like you can really tell who the superstars are
Hmm.
within the league. And I feel like that plays a big factor in which team I think is gonna win. Um, so like literally like to your point, Asia Wilson, bro, I don't see anyone getting in the way of Asia Wilson not winning. Because she's proven time and time again that she's dominant. Granted, she didn't win the championship last year, but I also think her competitive spirit is at a high level, and I think she wants to prove that she's one of the best to ever, step foot in the WNBA. Um, to the point of Seattle being a formidable opponent. I love how Skylar Diggins has been leading the team. I feel like she has like this, like she kind of reminds me of Chris Paul in the sense of like maybe not everybody likes her in a sense. That's not to say I don't like Skylar Diggins. Shout out Skylar Diggins, but I think she produces results in the way that you want to if you want to have a successful team. So. I think because she's trying to be scrappy, I think that influences her team to play hard defense, to really try to compete. Uh, so I do think that the Aces are gonna win, but I think they have to fight really hard in order to win. If that makes sense. So
Yeah, no, I think so too. I agree. I know they won pretty handily game one, but I think I see Seattle coming back stronger in game two. I was impressed with Dominique Malonga too. I didn't know she had the three ball as part of her game. She was the second overall pick this year from France.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The 6'6" girl.
Yeah.
She hit two threes in that
I
game.
remember you talking about her earlier
Yeah,
in our season. Yeah,
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 I was excited to watch her play. I figured she would kind of be like a post big just because she's so tall. But yeah, two threes and she hit both of her free throws. That was pretty impressive. And she hit a double double. My girl Brittany Sykes fouled out though, sadly, so she finished the game with 0 points.
yeah.
So I might be a fraud, but she had a good season. So
Hey, it's not over, bro. It's a series. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it's not over.
Yeah.
That's why I
So
wanted to pick this because I there was a couple girls on the other team I've been watching
yeah, that's gonna be lit. That's gonna be actually a really interesting
for sure. Yeah,
game. Because I think honestly, like honestly, I don't see the Fever winning another game against Atlanta just because of how they controlled the first game. But I even though the Storm got the brakes beaten off of them, for some odd reason I feel like they're gonna bounce back.
yeah, on their home court too. I feel the same way. I
Yeah,
agree. I got the dream. I don't feel confident picking the Storm in that game though, but I definitely got
I
the
get
dream
it.
in the
I
first
get
game.
it. No, I get it. I don't feel confident picking the Storm either, but I don't know what it is. I feel like is it aura? I don't know, but it's something. I don't know what it is, but something tells me I feel like the Storm might sneak away because like I don't know. I don't think they're gonna go out like that. But yeah, man, that's pretty much everything we have for this episode. Um, next episode we're gonna have some more bangers incoming. Really excited for what we got going on. Uh, Cole, is there anything else you want to say before we sign off?
Yeah, shout out to the Phillies. They clinched the playoff spot. One more win, and they will clinch the
Facts,
division. I know we
facts,
don't talk
facts.
about too much baseball in here because I don't know, even in like the podcast world, baseball isn't like a huge audience. But yeah, I'm repping the team right now. They
See,
clinched the
bruh,
playoff spot last night. I'm excited for another Red October. Just one,
bruh.
I guess that's the only thing I had to say.
I don't have my Phillies hat with me because my cousin has it right now. But trust, you know what I'm saying? It's like imaginary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Go
and go
Phillies.
Eagles 2-0.
On God, yeah.
Good
Go
start.
Eagles 2-0. 2-0. That's another shout out we have to give. Shout out to the Eagles, man. Big win against the Chiefs, bro. Like, yeah, that was a really it made me feel really good to be Eagles fan yesterday. I can't lie. That was
Yeah, I
that was that
wore my
was
jersey to school today.
on God, bro. We got some work to do, but hey, man. Hey, keep talking crazy about the Eagles. They like that. They like that. So
What Jalen said, he rather learn is 2-0 than 0-2. I feel the same way, Jalen.
Hey, man, hey.
I feel the same way. I rather y'all learn that way too.
But yeah, man. We just want to thank everybody, man. Love the game, man. It's been really fun so far. Like I said, we got more bangers coming. We got more ideas coming. Um, so yeah, man. We hope to be back soon. Um, yeah, we're gonna keep living, man. We appreciate y'all. Cole, you got one more thing before we dip, bro.
No, that was it. Appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like on whatever platform you're watching on, and go check us out on the other platforms. Been going crazy on TikTok, but we also got full videos on YouTube. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Actually, we should have like a question of the day too, like a comment of the like if they make it to the end of the video. Oh, you know what? If you're a real one, Sixers fan, right? Comment your favorite process era Sixers, and we'll know you stuck through the whole vid. So
we
yeah,
could talk about them on the next joint too.
on God, on
Like
God.
you could short form this, so it's like put it on TikTok, put it on Instagram,
Yeah, we'll do
and we'll
that.
talk about whatever they say.
Bet. Yeah. So comment your favorite process era Sixer. And yeah, we're gonna talk more about that, man. Maybe on another segment, do you remember? We'll get more specific with it. So yeah, man, we appreciate y'all. Love the game. Yeah, man. Turn up, man. We're turned. Let's get it. Yup.